In the heart of the Great Jurassic Valley, the law of the land was simple: hunt or be hunted. But Albie, Allosaurus har far marmar the rule of the chase. One afternoon, near the sparkling silver stream, Albie discovered something magnificent. To any other predator, it was a remnant of a rival, but to Albie,
suddenly, the ground began to tremble, and a deep roar shook the valley. It wasn't the cry of a beast, but the earth itself tearing apart.
Stop! Not that way! To them, I am just another hungry monster.
I am not here to hunt! Follow the crowd! Seeing his courage, the elder Brachiosaurus bellows a signal of trust, and the herd begins to move. Albie together, they reach the high range.
as the first Triceratops Albie and Chief trotted up the sea lake, Albie realized that by choosing mercy, he had found a family where he once only saw food.
It's not the teeth that make the king, but the kindness we choose to show.
Albie stood atop the highest peak of the sanctuary, his crown gleaming under a blanket of fog. He imagined a future where every creature could live without fear. Remember, our claws are for building, and our strength is for the weak. This crown is not mine. It belongs to the valley.
The sun set over the hidden sanctuary, casting a glow on a world transformed. The age of law and the Chithil heart, the crown, had begun.
It's not the teeth that make the king, but the kindness we choose to show. And that, little ones, is why we look after each other. Now, who is ready for some nap time under the royal shade?
History remembers the fierce, but legend honors the kind. A small reminder that even in the toughest times, a heart of gold is the greatest armor anyone can wear. For every sharp tooth, there is now a helping hand. The legend of the Allosaurus, King of Peace, grows with every new generation that calls this valley home.
And as long as the crown of peace is remembered, no one in the valley will ever truly walk alone. A legacy of kindness, carved in stone and heart alike.
The echoes of his footsteps have long faded, but the peace he planted remains. A world once divided by fear, now united by a single courageous choice.
Because Albie knew that to lead is to serve, and to live is to love. The end of one story, but the beginning of a kinder world for all.
Look, Dad! This dinosaur wasn't just a hunter. The sign says he was a hero who saved everyone.
Wow, that's amazing. He must have been very brave.
Generations later, the valley remained a sanctuary. The old law of the hunt had been replaced by a new law, the law of the heart.
For Albie's crown was never just a piece of bone. It was a promise that even in a world of shadows, one can always choose to be the light. Even today, the legend lives on in those who choose to protect instead of harm. Albie's legacy is found in every hand reached out to help another.
A crown is more than just a piece of history. It is a promise we keep today.
For when we choose kindness, we all become kings and queens of our own peaceful world.
Even millions of years later, the Earth remembers the predator who chose to be a protector.
Deep within the heart of the ancient caves, the first artists told the tale of the predator who chose a different path.
So remember Albie's crown, and know that you too can change the world with a single act of grace. Good night, little explorers.
Even millions of years later, the earth whispers the secrets of those who dared to be different.
For the greatest strength is not in the hunt, but in the heart. The legend of Albie lives on forever.
And so, the legend of the crowned predator became more than just a myth. It became a lesson etched in stone for all generations to see. But legends don't just stay behind glass walls. They live on in the games we play and the friendships we choose to keep across every divide. Because bravery isn't about how sharp your teeth are. It's about how big your heart is. Remember, Albie, and always choose to be kind.
Because a legacy of love is the only thing that truly lasts forever.
Because being a hero isn't about the teeth you're born with, but the heart you choose to use. The end. Even when the lights go out, the stars above tell the story of the great protector who watched over the valley. And so, the story of the crowned predator ends, but the era of the protector begins. Long live the King of Peace.
For every dinosaur, big or small, the legend of Albie the Peacemaker lives on forever. The end and the beginning of your own story.